We are building the card game called War for the YByte Python curriculum available at www.ybyte.in. Previously, we have seen the game rules, we have built the deck of cards, we have done a toss, and now it's time for us to start playing the game. The first step is really to do the deal, which means the cards get distributed to the two players. Remember, deck of cards is a list that we have 52 elements in there because there are 52 cards. The way we are going to do this is by creating two lists, which will be created out from the original list. So we'll have a player cards, a computer cards, and this will be extracted from the original list. And this, as you know, can be done using slicing. So what I'm going to do here is just take the first 26 elements to the player cards, and let's say next, 26 elements to the computer cards. Slicing allows us to do this. Slicing works on both strings and let's say lists. We have seen a lot of slicing ideas in the secret messages project. Basically, the idea is that if I want to get, let's say, first 26 cards, start index, stop index, step. So I'm going to go 0, 26, 1, and then 26, 52, 1. Now, at this point, I just want to highlight something, a point of confusion that sometimes people ask about. Am I not going to repeat card number 26? Well, the answer is no, because remember, we stop before the index, the stop index is it, which means that this is really 0 till 25. And we can see this now in action. In fact, so what I will do is I'll just define two lists here. I say player cards is equal to, say, deck of cards. 0, that's a start. 26, that is the end, that is a stop, and in steps of 1. And I'll call, say, compute cards is equal to, say, deck of cards, say 26, 52, 1. So really what's going to happen is it's 0 and so deck of cards 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 until deck of cards 25 for the player cards, and deck of cards 26 until deck of cards 51, because always before the stop. So this is a stop, step is 1, so we'll go until 51. And with these two done, we can in fact see this. So I say player cards is this, compute cards is this, and to make sense of all this, let's just look at the length of player cards. Well, that's 26. Length of, say, compute cards is also 26. Now if you look at the deck of cards, let's say deck of cards, that is, as you can see very clearly, the player cards is the first, let's say, 26 cards of this, so it's d5, sj, and so on and so forth until, say, h7, so until over here, and then starts the computer cards, which is cj, dk, and you can see that over here. So this is just slicing in action, quite interesting. However, now before I sort of wrap this up, let me just highlight that in fact, a very interesting exercise to do here is to change the way this is being done. For example, we can have different slicings so that every alternate card goes to every alternate player. So player gets, let's say, card number 0, 2, 4, 6, and so on and so forth. Computer gets 1, 3, 5, and so on. In fact, you can do even more fancy schemes. So for example, first 13 cards go to the player, next 13 cards go to the computer, next 13 go to the player, next 13 go to the computer. So this is all possible by doing slicing in different manners, very similar to what we have seen, the different variations of slicing we saw, the different applications of slicing we saw, for example, a secret messages project. If you apply that here, you can create many variations, and I urge you to try that because it's always interesting to see those things working. If you find that this way of learning makes it interesting for you, building activities, thinking about them, trying to enhance them, look at our website because we have many such activities. Take care. Thank you so much. Bye bye.